welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Cornelick.
And I'm Chris Calzius.
And we are back from the road trip.
That's right, Keith. Episode number 22 already of Overtime. This one's called Road Trippin.
Hit it. Kings started off the road trip really well. They won their first two games, they were playing really good hockey, and then they went on the slump. People were ready to blow up the team.
That's right. Something about the road trip right away brings up two things for me. One, it's a good gauge to see how your team is playing. And also, this is the biggest road trip of the season, so it's kind of good to get that out of the way.
They took their wins at Staples Center, and they did a fantastic job of extending that on the road, creating hope.
Nice win in St. Louis, then took that to the island and beat the New York Islanders, which I thought Jonathan Quick was so close to getting a shutout, but of course ruined by Mr. Matt Molson.
Matt Molson, droopy-eyed guy. Going into New York, though, I thought that Los Angeles had a pretty strong game. For me, the real issue was why did Terry Murray put in Eric Ersberg, who came out, played very soft. I wanted to see Quick keep going.
I did too. I don't know why he did that. He's trying to roll the dice a little bit, get Ersberg in there. I maybe didn't want him to face Detroit.
We want to go back on what we said the last time. The top line isn't clicking. This top line of Ryan Smith, Anze Kopitar, and Justin Williams is awesome.
They are.
Tonight, they had 5 points combined in the game. They're on fire. Ryan Smith is the perfect pickup for the LA Kings. To me, I'm glad we didn't pick up Hossa.
Oh yeah, me too. Ryan Smith has been awesome. He completely changed the way this team has played. It's one of the premier lines in the league, I think.
Dustin Brown has had 2 goals and 1 assist in 3 games. Looks like he's found his scoring touch, which is great. But I'm not seeing a lot from anybody else. Alexander Frolov, 1 goal and 4 assists in 8 games. We'll talk a little bit about him later.
No one else is scoring, you're right, Keith. The third and second lines still not where they need to be. You gotta have 2 top scoring lines, and the Kings really need that right now.
Jared Stoll's not a second-line center. It's shocking news, I know, Kings fans. Purcell, for me, has done really nothing since the preseason, maybe a game or 2 here and there.
Not getting it. Purcell, I'm sorry. You've had every chance in the world. We've given you a shot. I think it's time for Terry Murray to switch that up a little bit.
Wayne Simmons tonight against Dallas had a fantastic game defensively. He ended up getting an empty netter in the 4-1 win. But Alexander Frolov, his production's down a little bit.
Moving on to the Detroit game. Now, this is a game, to me, that I felt that we should have been in more.
Absolutely. No Datsuk, no Franzen.
Yeah, when you have those 2 guys out, I understand this is a team that traditionally plays very well against the Kings in Detroit. We really should have had a better showing there. Quick was back in net. The question is, would Ersberg have fared better had Quick started the Rangers game?
Absolutely not.
Taking that into the Columbus game, another disappointing game.
Train wreck. Nothing went right for the Kings, and after the game, you read the comments online, it was terrible. This is not a happy Kings team. And the road trip, being 500, that's acceptable for any playoff team. So on the whole, we're 5-4 now. Everything is going to be okay.
Big time win. You got to come back with some momentum. You play Dallas again on Thursday at Staples Center.
It was nice getting the win against Mark Crawford, who clearly was out for blood.
Marty Turco hates the Los Angeles Kings.
Oh, yeah.
He does. He hates them.
So we close out the road trip at 500. Our record now is 5-4. Chris, I think that's an absolutely fine record to have at this point in the season, but the Kings do need to step it up.
Shows that we kind of have a lot of work to do. I know we were getting excited. We started 4-1 for the first time in several years. Yeah. A reality check for the Kings, but I think that's good. It's a long season. There's a lot of hockey to be played yet.
How do we get better from here? Now, let me read you a couple stats from the stat sheet. The Kings are 15th on the power play and 29th on the penalty kill.
We've got to stop even being on the penalty kill. I think taking these penalties is what's killing us.
Our goals against average is 25th in the league.
Another unacceptable stat.
To me, the most staggering stat is 30th in the league on face-offs.
Still hasn't improved. We're the worst in the league.
It's time to talk about the big elephant in the room, Alexander Frolov. Alexander Frolov was a healthy scratch against the Dallas Stars. Terry Murray is not happy with his play. Alexander Frolov hasn't been receptive to any direction from any GM or coach in 7 years. I mean,
it's not a knee-jerk reaction. This was a real problem. He's talked to him 10 times about this before, and nothing's changed. I know, I just said this on the podcast, and I don't see him trading Frolov. I see him sort of sitting on him. He's part of the core. He's been there for 7 years. He's homegrown. Yeah, I don't think I see that anymore.
I think we're tearing up that guarantee today.
I think that it's a matter of when, not if.
I do too. I mean, I've always thought Frolov would be traded. Today, it was completely evident. Dean Lombardi followed up in an interview, and he, echoed some of the problems. He said something to the effect of, if Frolov doesn't get better, we'll have to go in another direction with him, which is trading him.
That means trading him. I know. He's a fan favorite. The ladies love him. But Alexander Frolov, it's just not working out. I don't think I would care at this point. I think we should, trade him to get what we can for him.
Our question of the day is, we obviously think that Alexander Frolov will be traded. I know we're backpedaling a little bit. That said, we think he's going to be traded. Our question of the day to you is, when Alexander Frolov is traded, who's he traded to, and what's he traded for? Leave your comments downstairs. Alright, Kings fans, well, we have some special footage for you tonight, courtesy of Dallas, Texas, and our Dallas Stars correspondent, Chris Bond, who is a Kings fan, living in Texas. I know, it's crazy. Chris went to the game tonight, armed with his flip cam, got some really interesting footage for you, which I think you're going to like.
Baby, here we go. Come on, baby.
Los Angeles goal is third of the season, scored by number 14, Justin Williams.
Yeah! Hey, Stars fans! Woo! This is gonna be the best walk out of this place ever. Say the final score. Say it. Say it.
This is going to be about to be a funny video.
That's a good one. Look at me. How scared do I look? Go Stars! That's all right, baby. Come on back. Hey, talk about the game tonight. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about the game? Hey, let's talk about the game. Who wants to talk about the game tonight? Let's go. Come on, interview. Hey, let's interview these guys. Let's talk about the Stars' performance tonight.
Whoa! That was awesome.
Thank you, Chris Bond.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish we played Dallas more now instead of less. Chris Bond, our Dallas correspondent. So here's Chris Bond, your fan of the game.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, so far so good with the 5-4 record. If I'm a Kings fan, I'm pleasantly happy right now.
And I'm happy that our longest road journey of the season is over.
So we're back to Staples Center this week, and on Sunday, we'll be at the game, and we'd love to meet some of you, get you in interviews. We'll be at the outdoor section on the 3rd level, so come up and say hello. I'm Keith Cornelek.
And I'm Chris Calzius.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.